gentlemen, please stand as we join the class of 2000 in honoring America with our national anthem. Congratulations to the class of 2000. I share the pride of parents and friends gathered here today in honoring an outstanding group of young men and women who have provided leadership and excellence throughout their years in Pine City Schools. Please join them now in observing a moment of silence to reflect in your hearts as you see fit. Thank you. Seniors, parents, staff, relatives, and friends, welcome to Commencement 2000, the first graduation of the 21st century. Also the first graduation in the history of Pine City High School. To count the chairs correctly. I read recently that 99% of all the people at graduations do not remember a single thing that any of the speakers say. I found that to be most humbling. So I decided to ask some of our people who have been to graduations in the past. The first person I saw was an individual who graduated 15 years ago. And he said, I quickly remembered two things about what you said. I felt very good about this until I asked him what they were. He said you were long and boring. I will try to correct at least one of those today. I remember two things about this class. Their academic achievements, the number of honor students that we have, the number of scholarships, and if you look on the west wall of the gymnasium, just recently we were able to put up a banner there for girls basketball. They were the academic state champions this past year. Remember their friendship, their cooperation, the way they got along, their daily smiles and greetings. If I could give you but one bit of advice, continue to build those friendships. Apparently today now, it looks like it's going to clear out there. Embrace and savor today and the times of your graduation. They are indeed the best times of your life. In the days to come, you will look back on this time and say, those were the good old days. Good luck, class.
years we've spent together, there are so many memories that really stand out in my mind. So I have compiled a top 10 list, and here it is, the top 10 most memorable events. Number 10, past trends. Back in the day, we wore Zubas, slim fit jeans, and starter jackets, and our favorite songs were Hangin' Tough, Ice Ice Baby, and You Can't Touch This. Number 9, coffee house. Unfortunately, this was Mr. Roberto's last year coordinating the coffee house. Not all of us participated, but we all appreciate all the time and effort he put into it all of these years. This year, we were visited by the Spartan cheerleaders, listened to and performed some of our favorite songs, and we learned a new acronym, WWRD. What would Roberto do? Number 8, getting our licenses. When we turned 16, they were actually crazy enough to let us out on the road alone. And in the tradition of great teenage driving, one of us has had 36 flat tires, and another, who mistook the gas pedal for the brake, ran into a brick wall. You know who you are. Number 7, prom. We got all dressed up, had dinner, went down the Grand March, and then went to the dance. This year, however, we had a post-prom with a Hawaiian luau theme. Thanks to the hard work of Miss Fetter, the prom coordinator, and many others in the school and in the community, we got to play bingo, sing karaoke, sumo wrestle, and relax in outdoor hot tubs until 3 o'clock in the morning. Number 6, junior high romances. We all thought we were in love. We went to every single school dance together, and on Fridays, when there was no dance, we went to the roller rink where we got to slow skate with our boyfriend or girlfriend. Of course, our parents had to bring us to these places and pick us up. Number 5, field day. We were all excited for field day every single year. Our parents, grandparents, and other friends and relatives came to watch us compete in our events. We all got to participate, and we all had fun, regardless of our athletic abilities. Number 4, teachers. Mr. Hansen always kept us alert with Oli and Lena jokes, like this one. Oli and Lena went to the Olympics. While sitting on a bench, a lady turned to Oli and said, "Are you a pole vaulter?" Oli said, "No, I'm Norwegian, and my name isn't Walter." We chemistry and physics students spent our time freakizing and being shot down by Mr. O. And Mrs. Sauser told us stories about how cute her kitties were, and we told her awful stories about cat torture. Number 3, the senior class trip to Florida. We stayed at the best hotel in Orlando. We went to 7-Eleven every day to buy snacks from the 4 basic food groups of Florida: cookies, Doritos, candy, and pop. We danced our hearts out at the clubs, Mardi Gras, and on the I-Ride with Paco, the craziest driver in the world. And after us girls showered and got ready for our evenings out, we suddenly found ourselves being hauled out of our rooms and thrown into the pool by you guys. Number 2, homecoming. We decorated the halls, went to pep fest and football games, dressed crazy for the dress-up days, and dressed our best for the dances. This year, we finally got to decorate the gym for coronation and crown our own king and queen. This year, we also had a hypnotist come in during the homecoming week, where one of us demanded to know who put all the dead rats all over the school. And one of our favorite teachers, Mr. Moeller, who will be missed next year, wanted to know, where's the beef? And the number 1 most memorable event is yet to come. We've shared so many great experiences here together at Pine City High School, and who knows what the class of 2000 will accomplish in the future. The possibilities are endless. Today is the beginning and end of memories, good times, laughter, and friends. Although we'll no longer be together, the class of 2000 will live forever. Thank you.
traveling down this road called education. Throughout this time, we have encountered countless adventures, whether it be in a car or on the playground, in a classroom or a gym. In traveling down this road, we've had good times and bad times, times we'll always remember, and encounters we wish we could forget. But we've all held on. We've made it to the end of this road, and it's here that we discover a sad irony. We've complained about it. And why shouldn't we? It makes us get up early, forces responsibility upon us, makes us realize that life isn't easy or fair. But it also did something that's far more important. It brought us all together. And now, after more than a decade as a class, the road fragments into multitudes of pathways so diverse that one can hardly believe they have a common origin. So now that our road together ends, does this mean that our bond as a class disintegrates? I should hope not, but as I said earlier, life isn't always fair. Most of us won't follow another common road. So what is a person to do? We've had each other to support us so far, but what now? The answer is simple. Remember. No matter how long, how arduous, or how treacherous your future path looks, you can remember. We've just completed a journey that was so long, and at the same time so terribly brief. Next to that, anything will be a piece of cake. Whenever you start down a new path, I want you to remember this road and smile. Because my classmates, my friends, it's been one hell of a ride. Thank you.
This is going to be a little difficult because I just got a brand new kitty yesterday morning, and I'd rather talk about her. Graduates, parents, students, school board, administrators, staff, and friends. I would be remiss as a social studies teacher, as someone who has made 3 Millennium shirts for her husband, and one who loves great media hype, if I did not begin with the obvious. You are the class of 2000. For 18 years, the world has waited with great anticipation for this spring, when the class of 2000 would graduate. Yes, you are a very special group. A group that's been fun to watch, fun to tease, and really fun to be a part of. Many changes have taken place, not only in the millennium, but in the last 100 years. In the year 1900, life expectancy was 47 years old. Today it is 76. The world population was 1.5 billion people. Today it is just slightly over 6 billion. 37% of individuals made their living by farming. Today, just 2.5% claim farming as their full-time profession. Yes, many things have changed. Wars have been won and lost. Man has set foot on the moon, and we have entered the information age. And although the eyes of the world have been upon you since the day you entered kindergarten, your school experience perhaps was not all that different than those that went before you. Thankfully, there are things that remain the same. You're sitting here on the day of your high school graduation, filled with the same thoughts and emotions that your parents and grandparents felt on their graduation day. Excitement, pride, sadness, anticipation, a little bit of fear, and for some, great relief. And like yours and all the classes that have gone before you, you have a sense of pride in your accomplishments and a special identity that is associated with your graduating class. You are the class of 2000. You are a group. For those of you that had sociology, and I hope you all have because you needed to graduate, you remember that the definition of a group is when people come together for a common cause or purpose. Your cause and purpose as a class of 2000 was not simply to receive a diploma and graduate. You could have accomplished that on your own. Your purpose as the class of 2000 was to provide support, leadership, guidance, camaraderie, and friendship. As I was looking at pictures at some of your graduation parties yesterday, I saw groups. There were kindergarten class pictures, camping and field trips, confirmation classes, buddies on the football field and volleyball courts, class plays, candids with your friends at homecoming and prom. As human beings, we are meant to work together and nurture each other in groups. And by looking at those pictures, that's just what you did. Just look back at what you have accomplished as a group, as the class of 2000, just in the last few years. You were the first mandated by the state having to pass reading and basic math skills tests in order to graduate. You did, all of you. Yes, many of you worked hard individually, but you also called upon your teachers and classmates to provide the support necessary to accomplish that. As a group, you worked together for a spectacular homecoming and post-prom, and were among the first classes to successfully organize a snow week, a remarkable feat since we had no snow that week. You came together as well for sad occasions, the death of a classmate. You participated in and supported your athletic and co-curricular teams. And some of you weren't in enough groups, so when soccer came along, you joined that too. You had some tremendous accomplishments. After many years of hard work, you played the first game in the Civic Center, and just recently your coffee house raised money for the food shelf. But this was just practice. And you passed with flying colors. School is set up to teach you how to work and play together to get along and complement each other and accomplish goals like kindergarten circus or field day or homecoming. Now you will set out on your own and you will become part of many other groups. I challenge you to take the skills you have so wonderfully displayed as a class of 2000 and apply them to the new groups you will become part of. Beyond your groups in college or the workforce, I challenge you to seek out membership in groups designed to make your community a better, safer place. Civic and professional organizations, church groups, groups working with youth and underprivileged, work on a Habitat for Humanity home, join a volunteer fire department, coach a Little League team, sing in your church choir, or become involved in the political process. Successful group efforts can make your communities a better place. Once again, you are the class of 2000. As a group, you have left a legacy. You are energetic, filled with fun. You love to tease and talk, and are willing to stand up for what you believe is right. You have formed a bond as a group that will never be broken and will be revisited at every reunion. Remember how close you feel today as a group, and be proud in all that you have and will accomplish. I look before me today and I see so many wonderful, talented individuals, but I also see a very beautiful, wonderful group. Congratulations, the class of 2000.
Class of 2000, please stand. This is an exciting time in your life, and it's certainly far from the end. It's the beginning of many exciting things for you. Each of you has met the requirements set by the state as well as the local Board of Education, and it's my privilege to present you to the 3 board members that will present diplomas to you: Steve Odegaard, Carol Samuelson, and Chairman Dan Shuey. They will present you with the diplomas signifying your graduation from the Pine City High School. Congratulations, class of 2000.
Would you please hold your applause until all of the graduates have received their diplomas? Charles McConaughey. Janelle Stolke. Joshua Johnson. Tiffany Burcham. Katie Meyer. Tracy Fetter. Michelle Lagerman. James Johnson. Diana Waletzko. Gretchen Blofus. Sarah Carlson. Nicole Ovick. Bessie Stolicki. Nicole Samuelson. Aaron Hollis. Jamie Allen. Jessica Almond. Blake Anderson. Samuel Banker. Diana Baum. Lance Babinski. Dan Bell. Nicholas Berglund. Michelle Bergstrom. Mackenzie Bergstrom. Robert Bible. Krista Bloomquist. Cammie Odell. Crystal Cook. Chaska Braden. Jonathan Carlson. Justin Chenard. Marissa Churchill. Lucas Darlow. Nancy David. Ryan Delaney. Randy Dilts. Michael Dufresne. Angela Espacet. Lena Filler. Steve Foster. Elizabeth Freitag. Dustin Gross. Michelle Gross. Peter Gustafson. Jared Havistow. Heather Holland. Brandon Handy. John Hansen. Candy Hart. Trevor Hogue. Travis Ho. Jared Hawkinson. Travis Hudlow. Nathan Human. Ian Iverson. Jennifer Janowski. April Johnson. Dana Johnson. Danny Jones. Kyle Jewell. Candice Canesco. John Key. Bethany Kloop. Carissa Coffey. Jacob Cruz. Wesley Kuban. Alicia Lazier. Sean Leibel. Keith Magnan. Benjamin Metley. Andrea Miller. Matt Milliman. Jillian Mishka. Julie Moncrief. Thomas Nellis. Joshua Nordel. Zachary O'Donnell. Kimberly Odegaard. Derek Odegaard. Nicholas Olson. Eldon Overson. Edward Pangro. Amanda Peterson. Wanda Pickett. Wendy Pickett. Christopher Pita. Jennifer Plazek. Sabrina Pagonis. Anthony Rank. Wes Radaba. Shane Roach. Melissa Robinson. Melanie Robinson. Tony Rockstrom. Derek Rosso. Rebecca Rysdale. Derek Sachs. Aaron Samuelson. Joseph Sanders. Leslie Sanders. Sarah Sada. Travis Swartz. Nicholas Siebenauer. Jennifer Slama. Kelly Slama. James Soderbeck. Patrick Stefan. Megan Stillwell. Diana Stromquist. Stephanie Sutton. Desiree Taylor. Nathan Thiemann. Ollie Toll. Jason Troop. Gina Valvoda. Nathan Vanderberg. Katie Vanderheiden. Robert Warren. Christopher Wiener. Harley Williams. Andrew Worth. Carrie Wolf. Christopher Wright. 2000.
Stand up, guys.